Hi, welcome back to our Honors Geometry playlist. On this video, we're going to talk about graphing the perpendicular bisectors of a segment. So the first thing I want to do is I want to plot my points R and S. So 2, 2, that's R, and 0, 8, that's S. Those are my points. I want to find the perpendicular bisector of those points. What does it mean to be perpendicular? What does it mean to be a bisector? Well, to be perpendicular, I know my slope should be the opposite reciprocal of the given line, the given slope. And I know the bisector should go through the middle. I know it should cut through the middle of my segment. Okay, so how do I make sense of that? Well, first thing I should probably do, let's find the middle point. Let's find the midpoint of RS. I'm going to use my midpoint formula, and that midpoint formula is where you add your x's, divide by 2, add your y's, and divide by 2. So I would add 2 plus 0, divide by 2, and add 2 plus 8, and divide by 2 to get my midpoint of 1, 5. So I got a midpoint of 1, 5. So let's plot that. Maybe I'll label that as M, just for midpoint. So there's my midpoint. Now I want to write the equation of a line through this point with an opposite reciprocal slope to RS. So if my slope of RS, using my slope formula, of y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, 6 over negative 2 is negative 3 over 1. Then I want my perpendicular slope to equal 1/3. So I need to write the equation of a line through my midpoint with this slope. And the only way that I know how to do that is, maybe I should change to a different color. Maybe I'll change to orange. Through that point with that slope, I'm going to have to use my point slope formula, my y minus and the y1 was 5 for my midpoint. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Right, and we could simplify that. I could distribute the 1/3 and then add the 5. We could do that. For right now, I'm just focused on getting to that point. All right, let's take another look at an example here. I got r is negative 4, 5. And s was 6, 7. So what I would ask you to do is pause the video, try to find your midpoint and your slope for RS, and then once you got your midpoint and your slope for RS, then we can start writing our perpendicular bisector equation. So step 1, if I want a bisector, I'm going to do midpoint. So I'm going to do 6 plus -4 and 7 plus 5 over 2. So my midpoint would have to be 1, comma, 6. This is my midpoint. My slope, maybe I should do same color, slope of RS is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 . So if I want a perpendicular slope, it would have to be positive 5, or not positive 5, negative 5 over 1 would be the perpendicular slope. So if I want my equation, I'm going to do y minus, and I'm going to use my x1, y1, and my slope. Y minus y1 equals my negative 5 over 1 slope, x minus x1. And that would be my equation for the perpendicular bisector of that segment. Let me know what questions you've got, and I will see you soon.